Motion detected at the doorbell.
Hello, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I fell asleep in my chair and I just woke up.
Well, you woke up. That's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I guess that's a step ahead. There you go. All right. Hey, Frank. Yeah, running a little bit late. Did you and Johnny go fly today, Joe, or what?
No, he couldn't.
He couldn't go?
Yeah, I went and paid a bill, and then I stopped at the lakefront and flew a little bit. And it was like 12 degrees hotter than hell.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's really humid here today.
It was hot.
I
It
was
was
out
very
doing
hot.
something in the yard and I just about passed out.
And I stopped at the little park I wanted to fly again at. There was nobody there. Nobody there. I get everything out, get ready to start flying. A car pulls up, about 9 kids go running out in the park. So I put everything back and came home.
You haven't seen your buddy the raccoons, have you?
No, I didn't go that way.
Oh, I think we're on track now. A little bit
Yeah,
late,
we're
but on
live.
track. About a half hour late.
Here comes Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Paul. Joe. Starting to get worried.
Well, I fell asleep in my chair and I woke up and I didn't think it was this late. And I looked at the clock and I said, "Oh crap!" So I quick feed met Mia because she was sleeping too. But it's so hot out. It's so hot out. I don't want to leave her out. You guys watch the channel here for a second. I'm gonna let her out because she hasn't been out.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, Mia, you gotta go outside. We gotta go potty. Come on, go potty. Go potty. Hurry up. Go potty.
Well, it's 64 degrees now. Was 75 degrees this afternoon, and it's 84% humidity.
We are 96, feels like 116, 56% humidity. And
Mhm.
believe me, it feels every bit of that. I was out in it for a little while. It was 113 when I was in.
She went out and went tinkle. Oh. How's your pupper dog doing, Joe?
Aggravate me. I got back. They walked over, looked over at my recliner. Loki went over there and smelled the side of the recliner. I said, better not. And he walked away from it. I walked over there and Tina already got it. Like that. And I think it was this morning, Cleo walks over to the paper by the door, looks at the paper, smells the paper, looks over at me and squats right there next to the paper. Right there on the carpet. And I went off on him, got the shampoo out, re-shampooed that area. And I told him, no, on the paper. She
I love-
knows. She didn't want to walk, she didn't want to go walk on the paper. It wasn't clean enough for her.
Typical.
It's just enough to piss me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
we can hear it in your voice when you get pissed off at the pupper dogs.
Well, I'm getting tired of shampooing. And I got the baby coming over, so I got to make sure I keep an eye on it. Because she loves to lay on the floor.
Yeah, us people with bald heads don't usually use shampoo.
Yeah, I got a carpet cleaner. And I use Bizzle, the shampoo stuff. And
Yeah.
I've got it in the back set up. So all I got to do is run it out here and do it again.
Yeah, I've got a Vax.
Yeah, it's just so hot and humid that it everything just looks hazy, you know?
Yep.
Mm.
It is not clear.
Well, I had company last night, so I wasn't on, and she had appointments that we had to go to today, so couldn't do today either. Then we gave the dog a shower and put some what's it, flea stuff on her, spot on.
Yeah. When are you gonna cook or what?
Only 12 people watching. It looks like a lot of the people that come on the panel give up.
Warren,
I-
Warren's
I'm
on.
Warren.
Dominic, morning.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I sat down
morning.
in my chair at about 3 o'clock, and I woke up about 5:15. Holy crap! So I scurried around and got done what I had to get done and get this up and running. And Joe was already looking for me, and Mark and Dominic and
Yeah, what he's saying, he got up and went and peed. That's what he did.
well, that's an automatic.
Morning,
Carry that-
Dominic.
You carry that pistol
Morning.
around your whole life. Pretty soon you got it. It's half cocked, you know.
Hey, Russell.
Russell, what's up?
Hey, Dominic. The
Mhm.
British Seniors Open was played at Carnoustie over the weekend,
Yeah.
and KJ Choi won it, the Korean.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And in second place was Richard Green, a left-hander from Melbourne.
Yep. One of the radio stations that I watch here, which is Listen Here,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
called SEN,
I was
which is
about
a
to ask you
Sports
about that.
Entertainment Network. And one of the guys on there is actually a former golfer, so
All right.
they do talk about golf. So that's the only thing I know about golf is from Mark Allen. He's on on radio, and he comes on and they do the little golfing segment.
Uh-huh. I just love that course. It looked immaculate.
Hello,
Uh,
everyone. Sorry I'm late.
I think I've played that course about
Randy, what's up?
getting on for 100 times. Because we used to go to a amateur tournament and play there every September.
Oh my.
And went out to the lakefront and did some view just around Lakeshore Drive, the houses and the water and stuff. And they had a girl walking. She had a two-piece on. Boy, she was pretty, but she had 3 dogs bigger than me. I just left her walk by.
Really?
Mhm.
And she had 3 big dogs with her.
Or if they were bigger than you, what were they? Great Danes or Irish Wolfhounds?
They look like a pit mix with something.
Oh, so not tall, just bulky.
I didn't want to fool with them. I could have probably handled one, you know. But the other 2 would blindside.
Well, like they could have been various different things. Could have been like mine. Could have been a bull mastiff, the American
Yeah,
bull
it could have
mastiff.
been.
The
Well,
American
I didn't take
bigger
I didn't
than
take a
mine.
real good look at them.
Yeah.
I was too busy looking at her.
You're going to get a name for yourself, you know, Joe.
No, I'm not.
TJ messaged me on Messenger this afternoon.
David,
What's up, Joe?
anybody seen about the bird? Bird.
Asking me about what had happened with Michael, so I had to explain to him all that.
You mean Cool Cat?
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a bit.
no, he screwed himself up a bit.
With what?
Comments he made.
Oh, right. I thought it was something else he did. Like he was flying the drone and drone hit the tree.
He doesn't fly drones that often. He flies remote control gliders.
Well, drone or glider, straight peg into the tree.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, David.
David, if you're doing okay, you want to come up?
Hi, Randy.
No worries, David. I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
Here comes Justin, so
he's still on other streams.
Other screens? What?
Dreams.
Streams.
Oh, streams.
There we go.
Mm.
What's up?
Hi, Justin.
What's up, Justin?
What's up, David? And you probably have a better chance catching him in the morning, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
He was usually the morning ones he was on.
Oh no, he's quite regularly. He's in the chats on things like Winning Big, and he used to be on Philly Mike.
Oh, I know, but I'm talking
a
about
few
Paul's
others.
show. It was usually the mornings.
Yeah, but he's just not bothering with Paul at the moment.
He was in here this morning.
Oh,
Was he?
okay.
All right.
Yeah, not on the panel, but he was in the chat this morning. And
Mm.
I mean, you go back and read the chat, he was pretty much blaming David for some shit
Mm.
Mm.
that he had nothing to do with.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, he had a go at Tim, didn't he? And he made a stupid comment about me. So
Yeah.
Who knows why people say certain things they do? Some of the comments end up going far into right or left field.
hmm
Oh, it is
Or-
nasty outside right now.
Yeah. About the
it'll get
same.
worse.
My power got
It's
knocked
humid.
out twice already, so I may get disconnected at some point.
Oh, you got storms
And
again.
yeah, I went out for about 30 seconds each time.
Mm.
The thunder and lightning seems to be a little diminished what it was about 30 minutes ago.
Well, thunderstorms keep missing me, so
And when we had that little
Mhm.
knockout of mine for about a second the other day, knocked my doorbell off the with internet. I didn't realize I had to put it back on internet.
Would you have
as
to
soon
rescan it in?
What'd you say?
You have to rescan it in, or you just did it through the app?
Had to go through the app and reset it.
No,
It
like
made me reset
repair
it.
it. Mm.
Had to take
But
it
it
off
was
because the
recording still, right?
no, it knocked it completely off the internet.
Okay, so it doesn't record locally then,
I guess it don't.
because it
it
should have
sh-
still been recorded. If it records locally, it should have still recorded even without no internet, right?
It
To the
Now,
should-
device
it
itself.
records locally when you have the module.
Hi, Brenda.
I don't have the module.
So it hasn't got a memory card slot in it at all.
No,
Brenda?
it's got a module that you plug into your
Yeah.
electricity, and then it'll work. So if it gets knocked off the internet, it still records to that.
Right.
Oh, see, the UFI one actually has 8 gigs of memory built into it, plus a
which-
memory card slot, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to have any module or anything.
so
That'd
you
be-
wirelessly can get those videos off the app then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once the internet's back on, yeah, you can, but it will still record. So like if Joe's power goes out, it's still gonna record if somebody comes to his door.
Yeah.
It will still catch that recording even if there's no power or anything.
Yeah.
That's the way
mi-
the UFI camera's on.
yeah. If
'Cause-
mine loses connection to the internet, it still automatically takes a photograph of whoever rings the doorbell.
Because there's the two models, one's got the battery and the other is wired into where you originally had the doorbell.
See, my cameras can lose power and internet and they'll still record. I just won't be able to see the recordings till after, but they'll still record until the batteries die in them, but the batteries, you only have to charge it like every 4 months.
Yeah,
So-
I think it was about
Yeah,
5 or 6 months before I needed to charge mine up the first time.
Mine lasts about 3 months or so, my cameras.
Mine are like true wireless. There is no wires. Like there's some that are wireless cams, but they still have to have a power source. Mine don't have to have that. Mine are all built-in batteries.
Because
Yeah,
you,
mine is
you,
USB
could-
chargers.
you could get off the side and mount a little solar panel and then have the wire run to it to keep it continuously charged.
Yeah, when it lasts that long, it's worth doing that.
Well, mine, you can also buy a kit for it and you can hook a solar panel to it. And you can screw a solar panel right above it and it'll keep it charged all the time.
But if I put it on the far side of the house over yonder, over this way, the edge of the roof is too high to mount the camera.
Mine are just high enough where I can barely reach them to unscrew them to take them down. Like I can barely reach them
The ones
if
on the
I'm on my
back,
tippy toe.
the ones on the back, we use the ladder to put them up.
If I'm on my toes, I can barely reach them.
What are you, 6 foot, Justin?
6'1".
We're just talking about doorbells, though, Andrew.
Yeah,
But yeah,
doorbell is a
the
camera, so
my doorbell is powered. See, I don't have the only one that doesn't have a battery is the doorbell. So if the power goes out, that one does not record. But
Yeah.
the cameras, security cameras outside do. Because
But
mine, I put in where the old doorbell was at, wired it in.
I was tempted to get that doorbell that you have, that you and Joe have, but then it would mean using 2 apps.
Yeah, if you're gonna buy a security system, stay on
Yeah.
the same ecosystem. Cause I know
Yeah.
people that got like 13, they got like 4 or 5 security cameras, a doorbell, and they're all different brands, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like you do that and it's gonna get confusing.
Because Ring has some compatibility for a third-party camera that you can integrate into your system.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm gonna go with a security, I'd rather just have all the same systems set up. Because you can buy them in kits now, right? You can go out and spend $600. You can $700. You can get 4 security cameras
Mhm.
with built-in batteries that are all wireless with,
Yeah,
2K resolution
You can go
and
on
a doorbell.
you could go Amazon or Best Buy or Home Depot and click how many cameras you want, and it'll show you how many options there are for that.
I mean, back in the day, it's a 4-camera security system. You were talking a few $1,000s easy. Now you can get your own. You don't even have. I mean, I don't even see the point unless you want I mean, technically you can go out and set up your whole own house for under $1,000 and do your own security system.
Because I just covered the main points that we use the most. They're easiest
then
to
I-
get into the house,
And then I have a metal sign out on the lawn that's down the walk path and it says, it warns you that you're on camera and everything.
Mhm.
Because some people have this, see, I like the cameras to be seen because I believe that they would act more as a deterrent for somebody if they see them than some people like to hide their security cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel like if somebody doesn't see them and they don't think they're there, they're more likely to do something stupid when it could have been prevented to begin
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. Because I have a neighbor, she doesn't always charge her security camera that's on the outside of her house. Because last year I saw it just continuously just blink. Even when
Mm.
nothing's by it.
Well,
Which
cause
I
like
think-
my uncle back in the day, he had a 6 security camera system around his house, but he had them all hidden. And you couldn't see him, and I've always been under the belief that it's better for him to be seen than hidden.
Yeah.
If they see that they're there, there's a better chance of them not trying to break in
Right.
Mm-hmm.
when they know they can be seen.
Because I know some people put up those little signs that say, you know, so and so security system. Just saying you have that security system.
Yeah, there's people that go out and buy those and put them in their front yard and don't have shit on their house.
But those are what, $10, if that.
Mm.
You can go to Walmart and buy dummy cameras for $10 and make it look like you got a security system. What's
Hey, Blizzard,
up, Blizzard?
who is CDH?
Hey, Brenda.
Here's David.
Hello, people.
See,
Good
What up,
evening.
David?
can't even see CDH.
Sorry, I've not been around.
Oh,
Shout
you're
out to
health
CDH.
So,
Maybe that's his security company.
how you doing, David?
Yeah, it could be.
Do you want the short answer or the long answer?
Well, give us the long
Cliff
answer
notes.
then.
Cliff notes.
Fucking shit.
The short answer would have been just shit.
No,
The heat?
effing shit. Just taking the UCK out.
Let me guess, the cause is the heat.
No, well, part of.
No, you're not allowed on this panel that way.
I've lost.
David,
I'm
David, how are
losing.
you feeling?
Well, I've just given them the long answer.
Give me the short answer.
Crap.
Like crap, okay.
I'm losing feeling in my left arm.
Oh,
Oh, that's not good.
Good thing you're right-handed, right?
Yeah, but I wank with my left arm.
oh, okay.
Wait, so you're left-handed?
Well, that doesn't
No.
matter. That doesn't matter.
It was a joke. It was a joke,
Oh,
Andrew.
okay, sorry.
He wanks. You know what
Oh,
wank
wank.
is? Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That makes it feel like somebody else is doing it.
Yeah.
What a bunch we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
I told you guys I won't live to see 50. And the way I'm feeling, I ain't gonna get there.
Well, David, we hope you stay around as long as you can. But also, being an old guy that I am, I understand there's times when you figure, well, if it's time, it's time, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. When
See
you're
how
right,
long we've been on?
I take it from the comment we heard Laura make and the voice in the background, you've got the kids again.
yeah, kid. Oh, I forgot what fucking number they are now.
Hey,
We'll call them,
Dominic.
we'll call them 3 and 4.
Dominic, it took 28 minutes. I had to put that thing up. Had to put the disclaimer up. Took 28 minutes. Start talking about
Yeah.
wankers.
Yeah, but I was only talking about polite wankers, not political wankers. You're fine.
I'm just being safe.
Which rock
So-
star yesterday?
What?
But
There was a rock star died yesterday.
Don't know. I believe he was stoned.
which country?
I honestly don't know.
There's a rock. There
I
was
think it
a football manager that died
something's-
today.
somebody did a big post on Facebook yesterday saying RIP, but didn't put a bloody name next to it.
Oh, no.
Because as David knows, there's a whole slew of rock stars that have come out of England,
Well, yeah, of
the
course they
UK.
are.
well.
Well, that's nothing new.
At the moment, there's a lot of rocks coming out of England. There ain't much else. We'll talk about
That's
stars.
true. That's true.
Fucking country's going to pot.
Well, you don't feel bad. We got the same thing going on over here
Yeah.
too, Joe. Joe will tell you.
They gave the doctors and nurses the pay rise.
No, they
Oh,
gave junior doctors, not to be confused with GP doctors,
Uh-huh.
who have now gone on a work to rule basis. So they will only
Yeah,
sue you if they feel like it, which is great because my GP would never see me. I've seen her once in the whole year. So
I got,
now
I
she's
got-
on a work to rule. I won't see her at all, will I?
I got
Art,
from my GP saying phone up and make a routine appointment. This was last Friday. They said phone up on Thursday afternoon. So I phoned up on Thursday afternoon and they give me a telephone appointment for the 27th of August.
Oh, there is some good news. My anger management course.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it came to an end and they said that they wanted to offer me something else. So they're putting me on a engineering course where I get to learn how to use tools.
Good to hear.
You learn how to throw them accurately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now when someone pisses me off, I'll know how to put them through the blender.
Mm.
that'd be fun.
Not for them.
No, but
Oh, look, they've given me a chainsaw to use.
yeah, Frank, I don't know what the cause of that is going up. What the cause that is.
Well, that lad that stabbed all them kids,
Oh,
well, he actually
Let's not go there.
killed 3 and injured a lot more.
You
he's
mean
70
that? You mean that
70
Muslim Christian that came on a boat over here last year from Cardiff?
Yeah, 17 years old with a name like Axel. What was
Yeah.
it?
His parents are from Rwanda, but he was born in Britain. He was born in Cardiff. But the far right said he came on a boat last year. Yeah. Which must mean he went the long way around from fucking Cardiff to Southport because no one's taking a boat from there.
I don't think there's any boats go out of Southport.
What did they come up with a reason for him doing it?
No,
but
he just got taken to the local district judge, which is what we used to call a magistrate, and they said they couldn't hear a bail application, so he'd have to go to Crown Court. So then they took him to the Crown Court later on in the day. And for one 17-year-old lad, there was the prison van that he was in, there was 3 big police vans and 6 police cars.
could that be because of all the trouble that's caused? Because people didn't believe the police when they said he was a Christian born in the UK?
I don't know, but when they got to the court this morning at 9:30, there was only about 5 people there.
There shouldn't have been anyone there.
No,
Well.
not in court, outside the court.
That's what I mean. There shouldn't be anyone there because you shouldn't be messing around with justice. This guy needs to face justice.
It was
Let's
Liverpool. What do you expect?
Let's not give him any reason to be able to claim mental health or anything else, right? He's just an absolute bellend and he deserves everything he's going to get.
Claiming mental health
I
or
mean,
something like that is just not
it was
right.
crazy. The news were more interested in telling us he was wearing a grey tracksuit.
What
than
if
anything else.
this individual, this 17-year-old, is sick up here?
He clearly is sick up there, but guess what?
To kill
Guess what,
3 of the
Andrew?
girls and injure a load of other ones
Yeah.
at a dance class.
Right?
Kid.
He might be sick up there, but guess what? So am I. Yeah. It doesn't mean I'm going to go out and kill people, right?
No.
I've got enough reasons to go on a murdering spree if I wanted to. My GP's already told me that. It was like, why how have you not killed anyone? Because I don't want to. Mental health is not a reason to go out killing
Exactly.
someone, right?
No,
It's an excuse to try and get away with it.
I agree with you. And if you did, then there'd be a lot more issues.
Well, I would imagine all the
attached
police
to it.
protection wasn't necessarily, was just they were covering their ass because maybe friends and family and other people want to kill them, you know?
No.
well, he's 18 in 6 days' time, so the judge said they could release his name, even though he wasn't 18 yet.
They would have released his name anyway because of what's going on.
I think
Yeah, well,
somebody,
18,
someone
then-
from the media was going to release his name regardless.
Oh, no. They
No,
released the
no,
name the
no,
other
no.
day, right? The
no,
me
the
Twitter
judge
and
said-
X and Elon
the judge-
Musk all released the name the other day, and they were
No.
completely and utterly wrong.
yeah, that's what the judge's saying. That's why he's released. He said they
The
can
name.
release the name because there were too many fake claims of his name on social media.
Just ridiculous.
Maybe he's got a lot of fake accounts.
Now,
But blimey, his first
Under-
name.
under the age of 21, you have a right to anonymity,
Mhm.
even if you commit a crime, unfortunately.
Yeah.
However,
No, under 18,
normally-
not under 21.
No.
Under 18.
under 21, normally at 18 and over, the media then apply to the courts to name the person, and 9 times out of 10 the courts go, yep, you can name them. However, under 18, it's very rare they name them.
Mm. But he's going to get tried as an adult because his trial won't start until he's 18 anyway.
He's
So-
back in October, isn't he?
No,
Is it safe to assume either late fall or early 25 will be his trial?
October.
oh, the trial's going to be October.
Yeah, they said they want to
That's-
make it as early as possible, so they
That-
slotted him in October.
That's
Yeah.
quick.
Meanwhile, the guy that buried Jack the Hat's happy because his case has been moved back a month.
It is quick, because I know somebody that was waiting for a case, and
There's no
His-
rhyme or reasoning. Some of them take quick, some of them are not.
He's been charging him, and the court case was over a year. I just said, "Where's my water?"
Yeah. There's been cases that have gone over 5 years. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. There's no reason for it. They just the way it is.
Yeah, a
I
friend of
think
mine.
sometimes it's all down to the Crown Prosecution Service, how much evidence they need. Look,
Really?
this guy is pretty much nailed on, right? They've got
Yeah.
CCTV of him at his door, right? Pacing up and down, right? He then walks to the shop. He walks past the drama group of kids. He walks past a school full of kids, and he walks past a park full of kids. He gets a bottle of Pepsi. He goes back home. He paces up and down. He gets in a taxi and goes 7 miles to a location, to an event that you would have to have really good information on to know what was going on. Gets out of the taxi, walks straight into that building. So he knew that building and did the thing. So I reckon he's got a beef with someone, drugs or something, and he's gone there for that particular reason.
I think odds are you're spot on.
That would prove intent, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I mean
That would be
he
an and
Well, the-
motive.
the adult.
Unfortunately, though, Southport's a very, very small place. It's on the edge of Preston. It's literally bounces back between Lancashire and Merseyside. My family are on the pro Lancashire side, and there's some on the pro Merseyside side. It's one of them towns. And the guy lived in between Preston and Southport. And unfortunately, being a tight lit community that it is,
From
unfortunately, some of my family will know the victims.
I think I'm closer to Southport than Preston is.
Hell no.
Only
no,
50.
no chance. It's on the coast.
Yeah, no, it's only 50 miles to Southport from here.
It's literally, you can get a bus to Southport from Preston.
Can you?
It's literally on the edge of the river next to Penwitham.
I would have thought that'd have been more along the lines of Morecambe than Southport. Southport.
No, Morecambe's north.
Yeah, I know. Southport's south of Blackpool.
It's a lot further south than Blackpool. Like,
Yeah.
it's on the edge of the river.
Well-
River.
Preston is north of Blackpool.
No, it's not.
You're
It's
both
east of
sticking to the
Blackpool.
same town, right?
Yeah, here you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there is only one Southport.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, I've got a lot of family in Southport and Escott Bank.
So your family has deep roots in South Bank,
In
Or-
Southport, yeah.
Southport.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that kept calling it Stockport, and I was getting really annoyed with them.
Yeah, because that would be close to me.
Yeah.
Like 8 miles.
I can see. I
No.
can. I can
This
see
is
somewhat how
Manchester.
people.
This is Manchester here,
Oh, wait a
and
second.
I
There we
believe
go.
you're somewhere around here.
I'm on the eastern edge of Manchester Centre.
Yeah, so
Just-
you're over here.
I'm halfway between Manchester City Stadium and the M60,
Right, so they're
Going
over
up-
here.
going
Right,
towards Ashton Underline.
you see, look, there's Preston, there's Southport.
Okay.
I think Preston's closer.
Yeah, it's literally on the edge of the river. You can actually walk, if you walk along that river, you can actually walk it. Takes an hour and a half.
Oh, so it's
And you've
it's
done
not
it?
that far.
I've done it on a scooter, not
Oh,
walking.
okay. I was gonna say, if you've done it, then you know how long it takes.
It takes
Oh,
me
it's definitely an hour and a half.
takes just short of an hour by car.
Yeah, about 45 minutes then.
It's literally, it's one of them places that flips between Lancashire and Merseyside.
It used to be a big holiday resort,
Still is.
but to Blackpool, but it is nowhere near as big as it used to be.
No, same as Blackpool,
Oh.
not as big as it used to be. Same
Yeah.
as Southend, same as Rill. In
Yeah.
fact, Rill is not even a holiday resort anymore.
When I was with the ex, we took the little girl, her little girl, to Southport for the day, and we went on the amusement park, and I think we saw 6 people in there all day. Some of the rides she was on her own.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot busier now because it's all been done up.
I mean, this was about 2010.
Yeah, they've done it up. The guy that owns the amusement park has spent a lot of money on it.
So it's been rehabbed, so to speak.
Rehab? No, no, he didn't need rehabbing. He's been refurbed.
Refurbished, rehab.
No, rehab is where you go
Redo.
when you got an addiction.
Yeah.
You go to
Rehab.
rehab.
Rehabilitation.
You just imagine picking up a pleasure land, I think it's called, and taking it to a rehab centre. It's gone downhill. Do something.
What's up, Waypoint?
Anyway,
Hi,
point.
Brian.
Oh, all right. Hi, Brian. I'm Frank. I'm Brenda.
Dan,
I'm Boobs.
how you doing, Dan?
I didn't see
Good.
Dan. Hey, Dan.
So otherwise,
Dan,
you're doing well
Waypoint.
there, David?
What's that?
Otherwise, you're doing well?
No. You know the biopsy on my leg?
Yeah, I remember you said
Yeah.
a
Well,
few
it's
weeks
still
ago
not healed.
about that.
It's still a
Ah.
it's actually a bigger hole than when it originally started.
Oh,
That's not good.
no.
It'll be the anxiety. Don't worry. That's what they said. All these arm pains started when they thought I was having a stroke and they sent me to A&E. And then they
Yeah.
said, no, it's your anxiety. You've got high blood pressure, it's your anxiety. And ever since that day, this arm has been shit. My little finger and the finger next to it, whatever finger they call that, has got no feeling in it at all. I could whack it with a hammer, it wouldn't hurt.
That's the ring finger.
Is it?
Did
Yeah.
you consider consulting a different doctor?
Finger, middle finger, index
I've
finger.
not gone back to the doctors with my arm. I'm just leaving it.
It sounds a bit like it's some form of neuropathy.
What the freaking hell's that?
But can you still use your hand?
Neuropathy is when the nerve endings start dying back.
Yeah, could be, but it
So
goes from my elbow.
You
If I
start
lean, if I
feeling-
lean on it, it goes dead from my elbow to my arm to my hand.
Yeah, that could be anything from neuropathy to a trapped nerve in your neck.
Yeah, but when I'm actually in
Or your
bed,
shoulder.
even when my arm is straight, my whole arm, if I don't keep moving my hand, it just goes dead. Just goes pins and needles, boom.
Now, that sounds more like a trapped nerve in your shoulder or your neck.
It sounds to me.
My neck fine still. My neck is fine.
No, but somewhere there's a.
It doesn't hurt your neck, it's the nerve that's going
But
down.
there, as Paul is suggesting, somewhere there's a pinched nerve causing decreased blood flow, causing the neuropathy in your hand.
There's only one slight problem. It's moving to the right hand side as well. Not
Yeah,
as bad. Not as bad as the left side. The left side is literally constant now. If I pick a drink up with it, I'm fine. And then just randomly my hand will just let go.
All
It's
your
like,
nerves end up in the same place.
But
Oh, man.
Basically, I'm just falling apart.
Dan is suggesting you have something, possibly something clotting disorder or something clogged.
Maybe. But when they did the biopsy, there was a lot of fucking blood squirting everywhere because the stupid cow made a mess of that.
Yeah, well, you're on blood thinners, aren't you?
Yeah. And I'm on
Did they test you for NRSA?
stop coming out with crap like this. How am I supposed to know?
But does it hurt? Does it really hurt when you use the arm?
Doesn't hurt, it's
NRSA,
just numb. There's no
NRSA.
feeling.
NRSA is that flesh-eating virus.
Oh,
No, they haven't. They've done a biopsy. They was actually supposed to ring me on yesterday, and he didn't. So
Dan has a suggestion if you can see the chat, David.
what's that?
He says this sounds like a sagittal sinus thrombosis. I would go have a CT scan done of your brain.
Well, I don't have enough fucking CT scans or in MRI scans. You know what happens, right? You go to these scans, right? Told the woman, I have a breathing problem. If you blow a fan in my face, I struggle to breathe. Right? This is why I can't have a sleep apnea machine. So they put me in the MRI scanner and then put a fan at the top end blowing down. She went, "This will keep you cool." No, it won't. That'll just kill me. Get me the fuck out. Right? I got out. I told her, "Don't do that again." Right? I said, "I'll have another go, but you don't do that again." Got in it. She fucking did the same thing. I was like, "Right, that's it. Enough."
Dan, there's only one problem with that.
You can't
One, he
just
doesn't-
ask for a CT scan either.
But
No, you can't. But one, he doesn't understand what the hell it means, and two, they'd have a hell of a job finding his brain.
Yeah. Well, listen,
Because, David,
actually,
this-
no, they won't. Because it's in my little toe in it.
usually it's just a tech running the machine.
But the sagittal sinus, I think, is in the head, and a thrombosis is just a blood clot.
Yes. So a clot in your sinus.
Yeah.
What are your sinuses?
Well, I'm having no issues with the brain. Well, much. I do swap the words every now and again.
That's a pretty wide
That's a
statement.
good one. That's a good one, David.
I like what Russell's put. Laura just ordered a high-speed van from Amazon. Yeah, I believe
If
you're
they've
having
done a-
issues with
Have they done a
now
scan of
Russell.
your neck?
Yeah, Laura, get that life insurance policy
Is-
sorted out.
I have to somewhat agree with Dan on this one.
Hey, David, have they done a scan of your neck?
No, like I said,
Okay.
after when I went about the when they thought I was having a stroke, right? Because my blood pressure was sky high, and the nurse was like, "The machine keeps giving me error because it's too high."
Yeah, that's not,
That's not a good point.
no.
Yeah. She told me to go A&E, and she wanted to ring me an ambulance. I was like, "No, I'll make my own way, thank you." Yeah, and then the doctor came over. He said, "We've done bloods. There's nothing wrong." He says, "We think it's your anxiety, and you've got high blood pressure. You need to go and sort your blood pressure out." And it's never been the same
It could-
since.
Well,
it could
if
also
it's
be a narrowing of the spine in your neck that's causing a neuropathy going both ways.
yeah, I mean, I've got 3 damaged vertebrae at the top of my back at the start of my neck, and I've got arthritis in my neck. So I get numbness down both arms all the time.
I mean, that's what it could be. It could be the arthritis.
Dan's telling us a story now.
What was that?
Dan is telling us a story in the chat. Mr. I fix shit.
Yeah, I got it. Yep.
Yep.
That must have been a long 3 years, Dan.
Yeah, that is bad.
Yeah.
So he's warning you to be careful because he's thinking something like that could happen to you.
Yeah. I don't need to worry about my eyes anyway. My eyesight's going.
A serious clock.
I have with my
You're a ticking time bomb. He says you've got a serious clock going on in your brain. I assume he means clock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder what that ticking was.
Well, if you
Oh,
hear
no.
if you hear ticking, most likely it's the bird next to you.
No, it's Laura tapping. Are you not gone yet? Not gone yet.
Yeah.
Just tapping her fingers.
She doesn't have an electronic countdown timer going in the background, does he?
I haven't seen one.
Maybe
Although
the timer's on. her
Although she did
phone.
make me rush to fix a computer.
Oh, there you go.
What was wrong with it now?
Did you not hear what she did?
Yeah.
Not
She-
exactly.
She spelled
She-
top into the keyboard, didn't she?
We was actually going to buy. I was going to give her my old computer. I was going to get a new one. She was going to have this one because this one's been upgraded.
Yeah.
But I haven't got the money to get a new one yet. So Laura decided, I got an idea. This can of Pepsi. Now, Paul, you might want to block your ears because this is sacrilege. She spilt the can of Pepsi inside the computer.
Interesting.
But then,
Which is not an easy thing to do.
no, it's not. But it didn't tell me. And I only found out about the Pepsi was when I came to take the hard drives out and they literally were glued in. I was like, you've taken the screws out. Why won't it freaking move?
So she
You
didn't.
like moving them with treacle.
She didn't have a can of air or anything to get it out, or
No, she didn't tell me she'd done it. She just carried on using the computer and it gave up.
Yeah.
I assume she forgot about it.
No, she didn't forget about
no? She just said
it.
ignore
She
it.
didn't forget about
Dan, don't worry.
it. I'm not telling David.
I'll seek medical advice tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
or Monday. Depends on which day my doctor's on work to rule.
Oh, isn't there a thing that says the doctor needs to see you once a year?
Well, the
No.
thing of it is we don't understand the English the medical system. From what I
No.
understand, from what David has been saying before, it isn't like you just call up and go in, you know, you gotta get in
Yeah.
line, you gotta decide what they're gonna do. It's
Yeah.
quite drawn out. I mean, even for a hangnail, I've heard of people having to wait 3
It
weeks.
used to be great.
yeah.
You used to be able to go and see your doctor, tell him all your problems, and then they would go, I know what this is, because you could tell them all your problems. Now you're only allowed to talk about one problem, right? Which means you go to see them and they go, what's your problem? Ah, my right arm's dropped off. And then you go the next day and you go, what's the problem? My left leg's dropped off. And then after about a week of different body parts falling off, they go, I know what it is. It's the Monty Python disease.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm going to be like in a couple of
It's
months.
just a flush
I'll have
wound.
no legs, no
Come
arms,
back.
and I'll be there. Come on,
Cowards.
I'll
Right,
fucking bat you. Yeah.
Your skin would be changing color if it was flesh eating.
It's not the rash on my legs is they think is an autoimmune disease, which could be arthritis, it could be anything.
Dominic, are you here?
No, Dominic's not here at the moment. But when he comes back, I'll get into.
But suggestion, what if you could get, would you do it if they suggested you get a full body scan?
No, if I go to the doctors tomorrow and they say, right, you need a full body scan, I'm going to have it done.
Because it might take 2 or 3 weeks to get the actual appointment to do it, but
So I mean, if they do it with contrast. Dominic, Dan sent you some
I'm
pictures.
trying to work out how to do this thing.
Are you on an iPad?
I'll be right back. My
No.
other medical condition's doing my head in.
Okay.
I mean Laura.
Okay. Share.
Dan, that must have been a extremely tough journey.
There's one of them.
Dan's definitely had his share of problems, haven't you, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an NBA jersey.
Cause I got it.
And is that the other one? Yeah,
That's Dan in the back with the jersey, right?
yeah, there.
Yeah.
Okay. We've shared that. It's good.
Yeah, Dan, sometimes it does take them a while to figure out this is connected to this is connected to that.
Hmm.
And
Everything's
then,
connected.
and then one doctor goes, oh, Eureka. I know what it is.
Uh-huh. I always used to like watching House because of that.
Hmm.
House was good. I liked House.
Another great Englishman.
You know he's a musician, right?
Oh yeah, he's also a comedian.
Yep. He was in Blackadder as well.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he was in Blackadder. He was the comedy partner of Stephen Fry,
A bit of Fry and
Fry.
Laurie, which was
Brian Laurie.
Brian
Mhm.
Laurie, that
yeah,
was
that
good.
was great.
Sorry.
Incoming bird. Guaranteed.
Uh-oh.
I've just opened a nice lolly, so
He also
Right.
was he in Jeeves and Wooster. He played Wooster, and Stephen Fry played Jeeves.
Yep.
Good, what's that? Okay.
Have you seen House, Justin?
Is he actually here?
I think he might be cooking.
Yeah, he made a comment
Or he's doing
a couple of seconds
Oh,
ago. No, he's still there.
Well, I'm here.
And look who's here.
Did you sort out your Amazon problem?
DJ,
What's
what's
that?
up?
Oh, yeah, I got that figured out.
Come on.
DJ.
What's happening?
Hey, TJ.
Look who's here. You see a bird?
No.
Is it a plane?
A bird man?
Oh. I thought you got a bird, Andrew. I was like, wait, what?
No, do you see a bird man on the screen?
Oh yeah, the one flying the plane.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's funny.
So I hear it's very hot and humid, huh?
Dominic.
Hell to the yeah, man. It's friggin' 80.
Just a minute, guys.
80 something
Donna-
degrees.
That's
TJ.
all?
Dominic, Dan has sent you
That's
two
all,
pictures
TJ?
he wants you to share.
Huh? What?
Yeah, I thought I shared.
Just
He
share them.
hasn't sent me any more.
You shared them
I
when you
shared
went.
two.
Oh. That's
Who
all right.
shared-
Share them again.
Were they horrible?
You want me to-
95.
No,
They're not going to put me off my ice lolly, are they?
No, this was Dan right before they
I'll
found him.
share them again.
before he
See.
lost a load of weight.
That's one thing I'm not losing. Wait.
Oh,
Just
no,
get your,
I was gonna
get
feel-
your gallbladder out.
I always feel like when you work out, like I
Yeah,
never
again.
like I feel like you never get results. Like I'll be doing all these like I used to work out like all the time, and like I would just be doing sit ups and doing whatever I could.
They are.
There
I'll
it
share them
is.
again for you if you didn't see them.
TJ,
Oh gosh,
re-
who is that?
It's Dan. I fix shit.
Oh, that's Dan for real.
Yes,
Dang, he
that
had some
Dan.
friggin' gun. He had some friggin' guns on him.
That's so you can
Yeah.
pick
Where's
up
the
most
other one?
TJ, I
Wow.
think you know Dan.
Yeah, I know Dan. Yeah.
TJ,
Don't-
the
There's
reason why you don't lose weight when you work out is because you're burning off the fat and creating muscle.
You turn your fat into muscle.
Muscle
Yeah, but see,
weighs.
I've been trying
Muscle-
to get a six. I've been trying to get a six pack for like the longest time. I'm just like, man, I'm about to give up on it because I'm not seeing any results on this thing.
Yeah, well,
All you gotta do is
muscle.
run down to the
more
Piggly
than
Wiggly, get
fat.
one.
I kind of want to just like punch myself in the stomach a million times. Like, come on, where are you?
Let me guess.
Hey, TJ.
Joe,
They don't sell 6-packs where you work?
Oh yeah, well, 6 packs of soda, but not well. And there's they do sell 6 pack of beer, but I ain't trying to do all that.
Paul,
Probably
Yeah.
means doing
get
the
your
wrong
drone ready. I found the ship for you to fly.
Oh shit!
oh, that's
Oh
a
my
big ship.
god, that's a big ass ship right there. Holy shit!
Yeah, to me, it looks like that was edited because look about halfway up the stern, and you'll see it looks like there was another.
Oh, it's
ship.
definitely edited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then up on the very top, it looks like it was. In other words, it looks like it's in 3 different slices.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It looks like a bread ship.
Yeah. When I first saw it, I thought it was a stack of.
a bread ship.
Yeah. When I first saw it, I thought it was a
Oh,
stack
the-
of pallets.
Yeah. I was thinking that too. Yeah, I saw that, Dan.
Ah,
I see Blizzard up in the chat. I haven't seen him for a minute.
yeah.
Who?
What's up, Brenda?
It's only,
Jody?
it's only 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Brandy, what's going on, buddy?
Anybody has any questions about anything? Just check with Anthony.
Yeah, he'll know.
yeah. Check with me.
Wait. So does TJ have the answers to everything?
Yeah, they might not be the right ones, but yeah.
Okay, okay, TJ. The most important question you'll ever be asked. What is
42.
the meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life? I
42.
think
Really,
that
David?
question I think that question has been asked over a zillion years, and I don't think anybody has
TJ?
discovered it.
The way
Dave?
you're dressed, the way you look, you should have just said to collect as many coins as you can.
collect as many coins as you can.
They've been asking
That
that
is-
since
that
the
is-
Egyptians.
That is the meaning of life, is to collect as many coins as you can, possibly can.
It was a Monty Python film.
That's a lot of
1983.
TJ, next week you could get either a heavy storm or a hurricane.
Yeah, that's what Joe was talking about, because he said that
It looks
There
like
was-
it could hit Tallahassee.
yeah.
don't worry, he's glued that mustache on very well. Imagine TJ opening the door and just his mustache just rips off and disappears.
Yeah, I just step outside, just like rips one off, like no.
David, does TJ's mustache remind you of a certain Tom Selleck?
No, he's Mario.
Or Mario?
No, it's more,
No,
it's more-
Luigi.
it's
Luigi,
yeah, it's
that's the one.
Luigi,
Yeah,
because he's
Luigi.
taller than Mario.
Yeah, Mario's shorter
Luigi.
than Luigi.
Luigi.
It's Luigi. Well, my neighbors just got back from Italy. They went over to Europe, and I think they went to Italy and Rome and like a couple other places.
TJ, Rome is a city in Italy.
Oh yeah,
Capital.
Rome, Italy, yeah.
The capital of Italy.
Yeah.
You do a lot of walking in Italy.
Yeah, most definitely. Because when my mom and I went over there, we walked a lot. We hardly ever caught like cabs or whatever to take us places.
Are you Italian by chance?
Yeah, most definitely. Well, I think I'm like I don't know. I think I'm a little like half between Irish and Italian. I think I don't know.
Oh,
I
for
think I
fuck's
was
sake,
like,
you're American. Because you go to Italy and you say, I'm Italian, and they're going to smack you in the fucking face. Get the hell out of here, yank.
I would have thought that the name Alexander was more Greek than Italian.
No mine. No mine.
I don't care. If PJ goes over to Italy and
No.
starts making Italian references, they're going to tell him to get the hell out of there, yank. Go back to America.
TJ,
Go back to
if you go to Italy, talk to Mr. Hawk here.
Oh yeah.
Right, Dominic? You know the lay of the land.
Well, I was born here, but have Italian. I did have Italian parents.
In
You have
Reggio
an idea of the land in Italy.
di
Everybody from America thinks, oh, I'll just go back to the motherland. Yeah, go ahead and try that.
And
See how that works out for you.
good evening,
Hey,
sir.
Dan.
What's
Where-
up?
from is the very toe of the foot of Italy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
Reggio Calabria, Dalia Nova.
What's up,
Yeah.
Mr. Dan?
Calabria.
Suburb.
Dan, say something.
He's testing his audio. We
Check
can
one,
actually
two,
hear.
three.
We can actually
Check
hear the
one, two,
testing.
three.
My ex-wife's cousin lives in Reggio. She's a housemaid, housekeeper.
It's very rural.
Somebody hold a sign up to Dan, say, we can hear you.
We can hear
It's
you.
it's his speakers that aren't working.
Dan,
We
can you hear
We
us?
could all hear you.
Okay, he can't hear you
Hear
saying we
us.
can hear you.
Mm.
For fuck's sake.
Interesting. I still have no audio. What is going
I
on
hear
here?
you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Can you hear us? We can hear you.
Sign language. Who knows sign language?
Still nothing, huh? What the heck?
Yeah,
We
that's
can hear
'cause
you. You just said what the heck.
That might be because he's a little gay.
Yeah, I know, Laura. Sorry, guys. I have no audio for some oddball reason. Not
Oddball
quite sure
reason.
what's going on here.
So, Dad,
Try
what's
this.
the scoop on the certain storm headed your way?
Still no audio.
Joe, I
Yeah.
sent you a message.
Justin would be right. I suck all the penises.
Oh my God.
Now we're right.
I don't know, man. This thing sucks. I'm gonna
It's
come
gotta
back
either
in.
be
We'll see what
probably
happens.
his speakers and his audio settings. Computer, he needs to check those too.
It could be 10 different things.
Oh,
Justin.
I just got this up for him.
So we do.
I
We
thought you
hear
meant
you.
hold up a giant card like yay big saying, I hear you. Mark, you're right. Maybe he just needs to turn up the volume.
Well,
Oh, I know.
No.
I kept coming into Zoom and I had my speakers turned all the way down. I couldn't hear shit. It was defaulting to that.
me being on a panel would never be the same if I never repeated these words. Justin, check your messages.
Yeah.
And I'll repeat my words. Fuck no.
But we know where that phrase comes from.
Uh-huh.
Oh, pain in the ass behind David.
It's like the other
Yeah.
phrase, shut up, Joe.
Yeah, now you know why my arm is how it is. It's because Laura keeps bending on my back. You will say it.
She's twisting your arm. That's what's happening. Okay.
So
No, she keeps thumping it.
So I heard that storm's gonna hit Tallahassee, go up through Georgia, Florida, and then might hit the Carolinas.
Go up through Georgia, then Florida.
It's gonna hit Georgia, Florida, Georgia line,
Okay.
and then maybe off the coast, or it's gonna curve up and hit the Carolinas.
Yeah, because I think Joe was looking at it earlier this morning when I was on here, and he was telling.
They always make a big ass deal about these tropical storms. They ain't nothing but a damn thunderstorm.
But right, it's not far off Cuba right now.
We had a thunderstorm in St. Helens last night, and it pissed it down overnight here. But
Did
it
you
was
lose power?
well, I say all night. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, we had a thunderstorm to start up to the west of us, and it was heading east. And it was coming straight in line for us, and we were all getting ready to go and dance in it. And unfortunately, it got
You
to the
tell 'em,
edge.
Laura.
It got up to about 10 miles away, and then it split into two and went round us and rejoined on the other side. I mean, talk about taking the piss.
Are you near mountains, David?
No, we got the River Thames and the River
Oh,
Crouch, so it splits
Maybe
it.
maybe that's what does it.
Okay, I can hear.
I see you, Dan.
We don't have in the way of mountains. And
Can you hear us?
we have big hills. We don't have mountains so much.
No, we have two mountains, Ben Nevis and
So
No, there's 3. Scarfell Pike.
TJ. Okay, TJ.
Dan, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Sorry,
Can you hear?
they were in the middle of a thing. Go ahead.
Now you're all muffled and everything. That was like.
try moving the mic toward. No, just move the mic towards your mouth.
There's all them Timu products for you.
I might. No, listen, I'm on Opera instead of Chrome. For some reason, Chrome does not want to work with the audio today on Zoom, so I may have to redo my microphone settings. It might not even be hooked up to this.
Yeah, 'cause all I hear-
It sounds like your webcam, Mike.
Okay, well, I'll make the adjustment now. I'll chill out.
Yeah, because all I hear is wah 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 wah.
I can hear him.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, now I can hear you say, "Is that better?"
I don't even know which camera this is on. Yeah, it's on the right one. Okay.
Yeah.
I can hear you clearly now.
Oh, good.
What's up, Daryl?
So, TJ,
I used to weigh 425 pounds. I'm down to 208, right? Like it's like a whole nother version of me just jumped off. And you said I used to have big arms. Nothing's
Yeah.
changed. Nothing's changed, TJ. The difference is, if you notice, I have a lot more stuff that hangs. The way I solved that, TJ, the way I solved that was this. Notice anything? It disappeared
shit.
because Dan went to the gym and got diesel.
I got that problem between my legs.
Right. So if you do it correctly,
Well, too much foreskin.
if you do it correctly and you fill the skin in by working out, then you look fine, right?
Well,
if
I
you
know,
do
but see,
nothing,
that's
you
the
just
thing.
look like a flabby cheddar
used
cake.
I used to work out like all the time, man, and then I would look at myself in the mirror like, fuck, like why can't I, like what the hell, what am I doing wrong? Like why can't I get my where's that six pack? Like why am I?
Well, TJ, getting abs, first of all, is extremely difficult for anybody. It's not just you. Getting and maintaining abs is extremely difficult. They're technically not muscles that should be exposed like that. Like they're not designed to be overdeveloped in that way. Okay, that's done through serious hard work and particularly honing in on just that muscle group, right? But your chest is designed to be big, right? That's why a lot of people even weak people can still flex their titties, right?
I can't even do that. I can't even do that.
Well, I mean, you should be able to. I think if you tried a few times, it wouldn't take you long to figure out how to get mini flexes out of there. Your chest is built like a brick, dude. Most people have a very built chest, right? You don't realize it, but your abs, man, they're not taking that kind of daily punishment to the point where they would need to be exposed in that kind of format. So to build your abs, it takes a lot of training and work, bro. Eating protein, nothing but protein and creatine, dude. I mean, like lots of red meat, dude. Tons of red meat.
That's I try to eat healthy too. Like I'll eat, like tonight we're having barbecue chicken. Like I eat steaks here and there, and like I'll eat. I eat my fruits. I eat my vegetables and all that stuff. But still, it's like
and TJ, 0 carbohydrates. That's all these people that you see with abs and stuff, like built abs. They have like less than 4% body fat.
They a hell of a lot of carbohydrate bodybuilders, though.
That's different, though. Those guys are doing creatine, but they're also working out like almost 8 hours a day.
Like I used to make I would make like protein shakes. Like I would, like when I would make a protein shake, I would put strawberries, bananas, yogurt. We got protein powder in the pantry there that I would put in there, and like
but where's your mass builder? Where's your creatine? You're not adding the stuff that's going to really soup up the body. You're adding healthy stuff in there and protein, but you're not adding things that are going to build muscle mass in any kind of real format other than protein, and that takes a lot of work to build protein. So where's your mass builder? What are you using for mass builder and creatine?
I don't know. Does
right.
Does like greens like spinach and all that shit? Like, does that have?
So you wonder how like Hugh Jackman gets his abs and all that crazy physique? That's nothing but broccoli and chicken, bro. That's it. Like a strict diet of broccoli and chicken to get a body like that. That's it. Broccoli and chicken for months.
No.
Is that what you want to eat every day, TJ, to get abs?
I mean,
no.
What's it worth to you, TJ?
Right.
I like barbecue chicken.
I just want to go back to what I think it was Andrew asked about the mountains. This is a genuine review about a British mountain. This is on TripAdvisor. Very steep and too high. This was almost a full day's climbing, and my girlfriend was crying at one point. When we did get to the top, there was nothing there. Mount Snowdon has a pub, restaurant, and toilets at the top. Luckily, we had brought some sandwiches and drinks. So anyone else climbing this one, be warned, there's no facilities at the top. Climbing is basically far too long. And the last part was particularly steep and difficult. It was also cloudy at the top, so the views were non-existent. The long walk back down was boring and again took too long.
Oh God!
That sounds.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad experience all around.
It's a
You see,
mountain. What are they
we've
going to
got-
put on top of it?
We've got three mountains that everybody talks about. Ben Nevis is in Scotland, Scafell Pike's in the Lake District in England, and Snowdon's in Wales.
Snowdon is an easy mountain to climb because you get to the bottom and you catch the train to the top.
Yeah.
It actually has a train that pulls you all the way up.
You've been?
Have I been? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got chased round Snowdon by ducks going, Brad.
My uncle used to live at the bottom of Snowdon.
Oh, so Mark, you're familiar with the area.
I'm very familiar. I used to live there. Well, on the edge of it.
He lived in Diniolan.
Oh, TJ.
What you got, Dan?
So TJ, I take 3 doses of this a day, and just so you're under the understanding, this is 1,305 milligrams a dose every time I take one of these. So I'm putting almost 4,000 milligrams of testosterone in my system daily.
So are,
Right.
those like are those like gel cap pills?
Yeah. I mean, they're not. There's no gel in them, but yes, they have a ton of stuff inside of them, bro. I take
Yeah.
this because it keeps. As you get older, TJ, you lose testosterone, and when you lose testosterone, you lose lean mass. Now, how old are you, TJ?
40.
Okay, so it's time for you to start taking some testosterone. That's just what it is, man. If you want to add muscle, you're gonna have to take
Hey,
testosterone.
Donald.
I'm going over to Dan's and slipping some estrogen on that.
I'm telling you, bro. DJ, man, that's how I got these stupid big traps and everything else. Like I
TJ.
had,
Yeah.
you gotta work hard
TJ,
for what you want.
There's only one slight problem with that stuff. You still can't open that jar of pickles. There's nothing worse than you try to open a jar of fucking pickles. You're there for ages, and somebody comes along and goes, "Let me do it." Click.
Dominic. TJ.
That's pretty good. That was good.
Tons of crunches, TJ, and I mean lots.
Gotta give one to Tina.
And doesn't mean crunching on biscuits.
Crunching on
Lots of crunches. You want
Crunches.
abs? Lots of crunches, bro. Like
Well,
2,000
that's what I
crunches
used
a
to
day.
do. Like I'd be in the gym, just like.
No. There's a difference. You're activating different muscle groups if you're coming all the way up. Crunches are designed to strictly work on your abs. Okay.
I
What
am not
about
going to.
when you do your your knees to your chest? Like what about that?
No,
Well,
no.
I'm not going to read what Donald put because no, but I will point you all to the chat.
I can't see it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know,
Daryl.
Don.
And Don.
You know the downside of taking lots of testosterone, TJ?
What's that?
Your girlfriend never gets a break.
Oh god.
Ever, bro. Every
Oh,
time she
wow.
comes over, there's hours invested in fun activities.
Also, Dan got to keep peeling her off the ceiling when he's finished.
Right. Right.
Yeah, testosterone is made by your bollocks.
Yep.
What a lot of balls.
Yep. Definitely true.
That's why.
So I need to go. I need to go to the health food store and get me that bottle that you have.
Well, you don't have to go to a health. You can order supplements, bro. This is by Kaya, Kaya, Kaya. This actually has a lot of fun stuff in it, TJ. Horny goat weed. There's a lot of stuff in this, man.
Horny goat weed.
Are we
No,
sure? Wait
no.
on. Are we sure we want to be giving TJ this?
I know. I'm afraid TJ's laughing. He'll turn into like roid rage, testosterone rage. His laughing will become a cackle.
You started him.
He'll start laughing. His t-shirt will just rip off.
He'll turn green. Yeah.
I will tell you this, TJ. If you get abs, your wife will play with your penis a lot more. She will demand that you walk around the house with your shirt off all the time. You are eye candy for her friends at that point. She will show you off. Is he crying or laughing? I can't tell.
Sounded like somebody was twisting his nuts.
Right? Yeah,
Don't
that
fall off
laugh,
the chair.
that laugh will change a lot, TJ. It'll become very manly. You'll be like, all of a sudden you'll grow chest hair you didn't have before.
Oh, it's just.
You'll have ear hair you have to worry about now.
Your pubes will need shaving twice a week.
All the time, bro. Constantly down there with a razor.
You mean you don't go down there with a pair of scissors and style it?
Hell no. That's all the way down, bro. Girlfriend won't touch it if there's hair, bro.
Use
He's gonna shape it like his mustache.
Yeah.
Don't fall off the
You can see
chair,
TJ twisting the ends, can't you, curling them up.
TJ's got the Zohan going on down there. This is the biggest. What? It's not that big. No, the bush. The bush is the biggest. I have the biggest.
Bring
Yep,
it back. Yes.
like get out, show
Back.
man.
Not Rod.
Rod's gonna ask the question.
No, I'm
Where's
not.
Paul? Where's Paul to do this?
Go ahead, ask the question, Rod.
No, I'm not.
I thought
Well,
you were
just
gonna say,
remember-
"What did I walk into?"
No, I was listening.
I think Hot Rod's been here often enough to know what goes on here.
Mhm.
TJ, you take enough testosterone, you'll start wanting to peg your friends, bro. You'll be like, "Oh, Rod, that's a nice, beautiful bald head you got there. Can I shine it down a little bit while I sing Sweet Nothings in your ear?"
This has been going on for five.
No,
five
Dan.
minutes.
Dan's much cute. Dan's much more cute. Go get Dan.
Oh man, that was good. That was good.
Okay,
Just think about it, TJ. Just whisper, just shine it. Just a little rag on top. Just be like, shine bright like a diamond.
You want to see what I've been
DJ.
doing, Dan?
Ooh,
Yeah,
tell
TJ,
us,
think of it this way. You've heard Tim go, "How you doing?" Well, you'll be doing it deeper.
How you
What do
doing?
you got there? ESCs and a motor? I can't tell.
That's what's left of my Cinelog 20 from
Oh.
the frame comes in next week.
Ugh.
I
Hey,
hate
Rod.
that. I hate that Cinewhoop, so I'm gonna put it on a 2.5 inch
Rod,
frame.
I hope it's not coming USPS.
No, it's coming Canadian mail. Actually, it's even slower.
Oh,
He's joining the real dark side. He bought a soldering iron.
you know what's annoying?
It's
You
only
order
gonna
something-
take. It's only gonna have taken like 12 days to get there
You-
to here.
You know what's annoying? You order something from Amazon. It's Prime, so it promises it's quick shipping, but then they end up sending it to USPS.
Mm.
I'm like, you said nothing about sending it to USPS. Yes, you've been there.
You know, I hate ordering from Get FPV, which is over in Dan's neck of the woods in Tampa, because when they send it over to me, they send it Well, it's supposed to be USPS, but they send it DHL to Orlando and then transfer it to the post office to get it here. It takes fucking forever. It sits in DHL's warehouse for like 3 days.
Hey, Rod, here's 8 years worth of destroyed quad parts.
Yeah. Well, at least mine
Can
aren't
you-
destroyed yet.
Dan, can you use?
Notice
any
I
of
said
those-
yet. We'll see.
Can any of those parts be used to make another drone?
Yeah. I always keep my old frames and everything. I mean, they're all wrecked and stuff, but yeah, I mean, heck, there's still a flight controller on here, a VTX. I could just pop motors on it, I guess, if I wanted
Okay.
to rebuild the X Flight. I mean, but like I said, there's a point where you retire things, bro. Most of the stuff in that box is from the past 8 years. I mean, FPV sucked. Like, for instance, when this frame came out, bro, this I want to say this was the FBF X class. Shit, this thing's, bro, like 7 years old, right? If I strapped motors to this today, this would fly like balls, bro. This thing would not be anything designed like it should be for the flight controllers that we have today, right? It's not, the durability of it isn't there. It's too thin. It would get a lot of, motor vibrations. It's just, you can't, at some point you got to retire certain things.
It'd be too much horsepower for the base.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or the front chassis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that
should-
thing was designed for 3 and 4S, bro. You put 6S on that, it wouldn't handle it. It wouldn't know what to do with it.
You should see the size of that F550.
Yeah, I have one. It's out in the garage, but I have one.
Mine's over there in the box.
Yeah, I have too much shit, man. I'm telling you, dude. From 12 years of doing the drone thing, I've got way too much crap. I'm actually probably just gonna start throwing things out. It's gotten to that point where, like, I have one functioning drone left, and all the rest of it is parts and junk, and I just don't care. Hey, Rod, you want to come dig through my box of goodies? There's tons of motors in here. There's all sorts of stuff, man. You could potentially rebuild like 10 quads with the stuff that's in here.
Yeah, I don't have that many O3 air units.
Oh.
That's why I'm doing this one,
Unless-
because I just don't like that Cinewhoop, so I'm going to put it on a regular frame.
Unless Dan has O3 air units
No,
or anything like it.
he's analog on. He's analog only.
100% analog and will always stay analog.
There's the frame. There's the small frame that I have coming.
Ah, there we go. Now we see it.
So that's a 2.5 inch with the O3 air unit. That fits the O3 air unit. So a much better use for me of the parts that were sitting in that drone, just sitting there because I wasn't flying it, because the freaking prop guards break on a whim. The design of the prop guards on that Cinelog 20 are shit. There's literally no support for the prop guard other than the motor mount. So anytime you hit anything, the entire guard bends because there's nothing behind it. So anyways, this is the one. This is the 2.5 inch. And 1404's 4S. Mr. Dan.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what this Cinelog 20 is. Well, it wasn't 1404 motors, but it was 4S. So
Look, bro, I got a ton of flight controllers if you need. I got F7s all the way through F4s. If you want to bump that thing up to 6S and have some fun, man, there's like 10 flight controllers in here.
it's a 2.5 inch frame. Why would I stick 6S on a 2.5 inch frame?
Because that's when you send it to space.
Okay, you send it all right, but the fucking video you can't see shit because
Bro,
it's vibrating all over the place.
We'll put some VLOX motors on it, some 6S VLOX, and then we'll send it. It'll be fun. Let's go.
Yeah. So,
Are you
anyways.
soft mounting? You should still be soft mounting on a small quad.
How come you weigh it like every time you're done building it? Why do you have to
I
put it on?
don't. This guy did. They're just showing it because this is the manufacturer, the guy who made the frame, Patty.
Because
Flips.
Rod wants to be technical.
No, this is not me. This is not my video. I'm getting the red version. I'm getting the red version of this because I got motors similar to his. These are T motors, and I'm using X Nova, but it's
Okay, let's-
blacker on the side and red on the top. So I'm getting the red TPU. for
Let's
this
take a
thing.
guess. How much does the world's smallest Game Boy actually weigh? Any guesses?
Oh god. The world's
2 ounces.
smallest.
I don't
Three-
know.
Let's turn it on and then we'll weigh it here. Boop. Yeah,
8
boy.
grams.
All right, it's on.
One
You see it's
ounce?
playing. All right, what did you say? I'm pulling out the
I
digi
said
scale.
2. I said 2 ounces.
Is it in
Is it 2
ounces or
ounces?
grams?
I don't know what that
It's
is.
like-
in-
let's
I don't
do-
know what that
maybe
is
like
in
less than
grams,
that.
but
Let's do
Like
grams.
one-
Or no, let's do
30,
ounces.
30 grams.
Oh, okay, we'll switch it over to grams. Hold on.
I don't know how many grams are in an ounce.
Probably like 20
I think
grams,
20 ounce.
maybe.
All right.
Depends on whether you
grams.
American ounces or English ounces.
All right, let's go. 5.4 grams.
Ah,
No,
Oh, wow.
nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah,
That's
weighs
what
nothing.
the world's smallest little Game Boy.
Bye, Andrew. We'll see you.
Bye bye.
Boop.
Just more than a bag of Coke.
That's about
Dude,
the
it's-
same size as the GPSs on our drones.
It's fun trying.
The
Yeah,
mini,
it is.
the mini M10 is about that weight. It's about
No.
5 grams for
It's
a mini M10.
smaller. It's about the size of a nickel. Those are one of those things where I see them and I just have to have them. I'm like, this thing's not going to be around long. It's a crowdfunding thing. There'll never be another Game Boy that small. Like, there's just certain things you kind of have to buy in your life so you can say, I have the world's smallest Game Boy. That was one of them.
Where did you end up finding that thing?
So they had a campaign that they ran for all the starter people that wanted one. It was called the Thumbie, and it was a programmable micro Game Boy that you could write your own coding for. You could install all the coded games that they already had through USB. But it was, the crowdfunder was $20. If you spent $20, they would just send you one for their original kickoff campaign. And so we actually bought 2 of them. So we spent $40 and they just sent us 2. Now they're a lot more expensive. Now if you try to buy them, they're quite a bit more expensive. But
So the iFlight Blitz Mini M10 is 8 grams.
Is that thing hard to play? Like, 'cause like really small, and your drum's got to be.
I've become talented, TJ. I've become talented. I can play most of the games. I can even play Doom, dude. It has 3D Doom on there. But you got to be really quick and snappy with your fingers. It's like it's funny. I have it on my keychain, and I'll be sitting at a bar, and I'll get bored, and I'll start drinking my beer, and I'll pull it out and start playing, and somebody will be like, "Are you serious, bro? Are you really playing that?" I'm like, "Yeah, you want in on this? You want in on this? I got a 2-player. We can go." Yeah. So what's cool is they actually have Bluetooth link up. So if you have a friend that has one, you can actually Bluetooth back and forth and play a game together.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Right.
And just be careful what bar you're sitting in when you pull it out to play with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Bluetooth board must weigh like 3/4 of that.
Yeah, dude. The PCB board. What's really unique is it actually has a high quality AMOLED screen. It has an HD screen on it. I don't know how they managed to fit all that in this itty bitty little tiny thing. I have no idea. And the battery, plus the memory core. So it's got a Raspberry Pi. It's the smallest Raspberry Pi I think that they make that's inside of this, right? But they added the neat feature of Bluetooth so that you could play with a friend. That way it wasn't boring, right? Because obviously playing by yourself would be a little boring.
Here's the other frame. Here's the other frame that's coming.
I'm trying to get Rod off drones, and he keeps bringing them back.
Yeah, I know. I can attach that little Nintendo, or I can attach that thing to the drone and fly it around for you. There, how's that?
There you
5
go.
grams. I think I can afford the weight.
What kind of battery's in that? Because a 2032 is going to weigh nearly half of that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about in the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, you can look up the specs. Just look up the Thumbie specs.
So there's games already built into that thing.
No, there's no games that come on it. You have to go to their website and then download them. There's an app or a application that you have to install on your computer to be able to install the software. It plugs in through USB on the bottom. That's also the charge port.
Oh. Man, that's pretty insane.
It is. That's crazy. They could sell them for $20 a pop.
I don't think I can get my thumbs far enough apart to be able to use them 2 joysticks.
Oh, there's not even a joystick, bro. There's analog. Yeah, they're click buttons. They're very tightly spaced. I mean, they work. A, B, everything works. Up, down. You know, but they're more like click hard buttons as opposed to like soft pads. Like you can feel when you initiate one. It goes click, 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 click.
But you'd like this drone frame, Dan.
Mm.
It's got one really fucking unique feature on it.
Yeah.
And that is there's 4 mount points for GoPro.
I know it's ready. Stop. I know it's ready. Stop.
Yeah, Rod, I really just don't.
Front and back on the top, front and back on the bottom. Pick your spot to put your GoPro. Kind of crazy.
It's cool, man.
Stop.
Dan doesn't really have much care
That's it.
for drones anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Yeah, the motorcycles, the 2 wheels. I got it.
It's not even that. I'm just tired, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I
I
did
know.
it for a very long time. I'm tired.
I know.
I
know
don't.
why.
Yeah. It's exhausting.
Well, when you keep running your head into the wall, it kind of hurts.
I don't know, man. I know that I won the shithead of the year award.
Yay.
And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on mine because I asked Joe to make me one. He made it, but he still hasn't sent it to me yet.
Rod, it was the people that did it for me. It wasn't the
Yeah, I
hobby
know.
itself.
I know.
It was
I know what did. I know what did it.
tiring dealing with certain people for too many years.
That's why I go
So
hang out with Maddie.
Where was that that place that you and Jen went to? Where was that? That where you had to take your shoes off?
Talk about the Buddhist temple.
Yeah, yeah.
I go there once a week to release my Zen and offer my. Well, I won't get into all that, but yeah, I am a huge fan of the Buddhist temple. I'm somebody who's an erratic overthinker constantly, which creates a lot of anxiety for Dan, and that's my way of releasing my demons is to go there and talk with the monks and listen to life evaluation from somebody else's perspective. So that is the Wangolian Wat temple. It's a Thai temple. It's a legitimate Thai temple.
So that's like right up. So that's like right up the road from your house.
I mean, not right up the road. It's a travel. It's totally worth it though. I go
So
every
they're-
week, and yeah.
They're not Shaolin. then.
What's that?
They're not Shaolin.
They actually are.
Are they? Ah.
So, as we all know, medical appointments are getting harder and harder to get. So, we need to ask you all a favor. When you're waiting in the doctor's room, if you die whilst waiting, please cancel your appointment first.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty funny.
That's good waiting room etiquette, to be honest.
Well, there you go.
Good point.
TJ, if you want to know how to properly, go to a Shaolin temple and watch them train.
Hold on. We gotta wait for TJ to stop.
I'm going to know Buddy's temple. I've watched Johnny English. No one's kicking me in the nuts.
It is very interesting to hear their perception of life. Right? It really is. It's intriguing
That's funny.
to listen to them talk about just life, daily values and things. It's it can really take your mind away from irritations, stuff that frustrates you. You know what I mean? I know it sounds dumb. It sounds redundant in its own way, but you're going to a temple. I feel like it's not just going to support the monks, because what I do is I go there and I support them by getting food, right? They have a whole Thai food section there where you can actually get your vegetables that they grow there. You can buy everything. So I support them in that way. And then I always go in for their prayer sessions and speech.
You take it
And
out.
it's interesting, man. They have a very unique way of looking at life. So, but yes,
I'm gonna drop off. I've got to
All right,
go and help my
Dominic.
brother in a brother thing.
they do
Enjoy.
demonstrations. If you were wondering, they do pain demonstration and body demonstration stuff there. Yes. I'm not sure I want to be doing half the stuff they're doing because some of it looks pretty raw, but I understand they're training the body to release pains, right? And see beyond it. It's interesting how they go about it.
Their discipline and abilities when it comes to kung fu and the martial arts is awesome.
It is. It really is.
Is it true right? Is it true that they drag a rock with the cock?
Testicles. I've never heard of dragging one with the cocketh. But they do testicle drags.
Do you walk in there? Do they like poke you with like? Do they do the needle thing where they stick you with all the needles? Acupuncture.
Acupuncture. TJ, I couldn't tell you. I've never been to an acupuncture session at a Shaolin monk temple.
Put it this way, TJ. TJ, there's that much wind inside of me. If I went to acupuncture, I'd be flying everywhere.
Oh wow!
One needle, it'd be like.
My wife's done that a couple of times. Acupuncture. I'm like, man, I wonder if I want to be stuck with a bunch of needles.
There's a culture that believes in healing the body and mind through hard work, dedication, and pain. That's what they are. That's how they kind of see life. They try to influence thought process of being constantly, genuinely, greatly appreciative of everything in life. If that makes any sense, right? No negative thoughts at any time. That's kind of what they aim at. No situation should be negative. They should always find a positive in everything. Yeah.
That must be always in front of me in the supermarket queue when I'm moaning because the queue's so long, and they're going, "Don't worry, if you're not in the queue, if you're not paid for it yet, you won't put weight on because you won't be eating it."
Don't worry, be happy.
That's Harry.
Don't worry, be happy.
That's how the song goes.
In their orange robe, the little finger.
Nothing beats a bit of Bob Marley.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, sir.
I think you were off on your path estimate.
Well, like I said, it didn't have a path yet. It was still trying to decide where to go.
They're finally showing. They're finally giving.
they started
they're
showing
finally
that this
showing the models.
Yeah, but they got a model still that's saying it's going to turn around and come back. So we'll know more tomorrow. That's what I had said Friday.
Well, I mean, if it's heading towards Tallahassee, what the fuck's there? Yeah.
It's not even gonna be. It's not even gonna be a Cat 1. Actually, let's see here. 72 hours. Theoretically, somewhere off of Tampa in 72 hours.
We ain't no bitch over here, bro. We want it. We want at least a category 4. Or it's a sissy. It's a sissy cane coming.
Yeah, exactly. In Florida, that is almost 100% true. If it's not a 4, nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. It's a sissy cane.
So, in 72 hours, most of the models all have it as a low-end tropical storm.
Dude, if they name it something
it's going to get a name as soon as it hits a tropical storm.
I'm saying if they name it something pitiful, like Irma, like I'm not scared of Irma, but if you told me they named it something like Ted, oh, I'm scared, bro. That motherfucker beat the shit out of that woman, bro. He was not a joke. Like, I know this motherfucker's coming to whoop ass. Like, it's serious when they give it a name that is serious. You know what I mean?
Like Roseanne.
Yeah. That's my point.
Storm Karen.
So, yeah. Now I'm
she
scared.
comes in and bitches at you.
Right. And nags. Bitches and nags.
Yeah, if you look at this thing, you go, okay, right in here, right? And then all of a sudden it drops. That's where it's going across Florida. So 108 hours from now.
Yeah, I think you should
3
really
days, 4
piss
days.
people off and call
about
it
four. So about 4 or 5 days. In about 4 or 5 days, it's going to be going across Florida. And then it'll drop down, and then it's supposed to strengthen a little more when it gets off the East Coast. But by then, it'll be nothing burger.
Like, dude, when we got Hurricane Charlie, holy fuck!
Yeah, everybody talks about that.
Goddamn.
2004. The
one
3.
storm you do have to worry about is when they call it Storm Biden, because no fucker will know where it's going.
I feel like that's every hurricane, though.
Yeah, it has a mind of its own, doesn't it?
That's
spaghetti maps. This don't make sense at all. Well, I will say this: we are in the peak of our hurricane season, starting August, right?
Yes.
So this has the potential to go from a Cat 1 when it hits the tropical waters on our end and meets that warm front, that might be a building point for it, right? It's the Gulf. When it hits our section of the Gulf, it could sporadically change its output power, right? It could go up or it could go drastically down depending on the you know.
It's going
water
into
flow.
90-degree water, so it's probably going to get at least to be a 1.
Yeah,
Right.
but the other part of that is it's in the curve. And when it hits the curve, it slows them down and defangs them a bit. They don't.
Well, that's
they
the
don't
other thing.
build. They don't build as fast.
If it stalls out there for a day, it's going to go to a 2.
A lot of that depends, though, on atmospheric pressure in our area at the time. If we're already dealing with stormy weather before it comes in, then you have a potential big problem on your hands.
It's being guided by 2 high pressures. That's why the curve. It's literally getting squeezed between the 2 of them. So it's not like it's going to die out and sit out there.
Which kind of a warm front are we talking about here? Getting squeezed between the 2 of them.
Yeah, there's oh god, I gotta find it. Let me see. Is that even on Mike's weather page? I saw something somewhere that showed the high pressures on both sides that were impacting.
Wait.
Doesn't that only happen when they're wearing a bra that's too small?
I just work here. I don't know. I'd make the worst employee ever. I promise you I would.
Dude, I would have a blast if I was working with you, Dan. I would just like have fun and work all the time.
Now, Dan, I have a question.
Dude, I'd be fired the first day.
Why did you say past tense? Why did you say would? Aren't you now?
What's that?
It's gonna change between now and then. You said you would be the worst employee.
Yeah, because I
you
own 2 businesses. I'm self-sustained. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aren't you the worst employee now?
I mean, depends on how you look at it. Because I'm the boss, I say I'm the awesome shit.
Oh, okay.
I said if I work for somebody else, I mean, fuck, man, I'm done for. I don't take shit from anybody. Well, you already know that, Rod. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know you don't. You don't even take shit from yourself.
Nothing. Damn right.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever asked you, Dan. But like, what do you do? Like, what bit? Because I'm trying to get out of the current position I'm in now and do something different.
Are you a mechanic? Unless you're a mechanic, TJ.
I was going to say we talked about this someday, TJ. You asked about this a while ago, and I told you, TJ, that I used to own a motorcycle and scooter repair shop. Well, I reopened that shop.
Oh yeah.
I opened that shop and I started doing it again due to health conditions. So, no boss wants you to come to work and be like, "Oh, I don't feel good today, man. I can't do this because I'm not feeling good." Right? Yeah. So that's why I told you when I fix bikes, I sell like $7,000 worth of bikes a month, bro. And it's just me. Yeah. It's not like I'm supporting anybody else. So that's a lot of money for one person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then I make YouTube content, which is also Google owned, which means I'm making money. I make $700 a month just on YouTube revenue stream from people watching my videos. So that's the second business. Is that I guess technically that would be employed by Google with my own work hours. The amount of effort I put in is what's going to determine my pay. Right. So that's more like, I don't know, self-employed there. The fuck are you eating,
I
bro?
was just talking to my neighbor about it, and it's like, man, I just don't want to do retail for the rest of my life. I do the same shit like every fucking day. I'm so bored.
You gotta have a skill.
TJ, have you thought about like doing affiliate marketing?
What is affiliate marketing?
So affiliate marketing is basically when you share other people's links for their products to make a sale, and anytime they buy, you get a percentage of the commission, right? Which means, TJ, you could run your entire day on your cell phone. So while you're sleeping, you're making money, right? So the whole idea here is to build an affiliate market campaign for yourself that pays you constantly, and all you have to do every once in a while is just pop on your computer and update a few things, and that's it. And you just sit there and make money while you enjoy the rest of your life. So
Yeah.
I also do that on the side as well. I haven't put as much invested time as I want to into it to really get the growth that I want, but I will be soon, because what I'm going to do is I'm getting ready to buy a brand new camper. I'm also getting ready to upgrade my truck, and at that point, I'm going to be traveling and on the road. So to make money while I'm on the road, obviously I'm not going to be fixing things because I don't have a garage, but I will be doing drone adventures, meeting up with people and having a blast for the next 5 years of my life. But how am I going to sustain myself during that, TJ? I have to have a job that I can do online on the road, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, affiliate marketing. It's simple. Anybody can learn it. It's really easy. It costs nothing to get started. You just have to sit down and learn a few things. If you want, I'd be more than happy to share some stuff with you to get you started.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just got to have something to, I got to have the benefits, like medical, dental. Like, I just went and had my teeth cleaned today, so I got to have the medical, the dental,
Okay,
and the vision.
but TJ, I don't know if you know this. The benefits aren't really like, for about $100 a month, TJ, you can have all that stuff with your own insurance. You're aware of that, right?
And it will be completely, utterly useless because the deductible is so damn high.
I mean, I have it. I've had it. That's why I'm still here. It saved my life. I've had it for
Oh
5
yeah,
years.
it's for stuff like you needed it for. Yeah, it works.
And the deductible is not as bad as you think. It's really not. Anytime I go to the doctor's office, it costs me $10, $5 most of the time. So, and that's serious surgeries are taking place. They pay about 90% of that. I pay 10% of it when I have, emergency surgery every 6 months. So that includes teeth, dental, everything, right? So that costs me $97 a month to have that insurance, TJ. So do you really need a reliant job to do that? A boss in a place that's going to say we offer benefits, because it's only costing you $100 out of your pocket a month to have it yourself. And you could choose your plan.
So I could basically like work for myself.
Correct. I don't understand why more people don't do it now with what are paying. And taking advantage of your time. Think about it, TJ. Would you rather be at home having fun, spending time with yourself and your wife and your kids, or would you rather work for a boss that makes you slave all day and you get your end paycheck? Because all you did was give up your time for 47 hours a week, 50 hours a week to somebody else, and then you barely get to spend any time with the people you care about. Which life do you want?
Well, TJ, how did you hear back from the application you put in to the American Bull Riding Association for being a rodeo clown? Here, bully. Here, bully.
That's funny. That was pretty good.
Okay, since Dan hates drones so much, I'll change the subject. Hey, Joe, would you buy that printer again?
What about it?
I said, would you buy that printer again?
Yeah, I would.
Like, Dan, I think I'd want to do like the first one that you were talking about.
It's easy. I'll show you. I'll send you some stuff after this, Tej. I'll get you started. You can make about $100 a day if you add that up. Let's say 100 times what? 30 days? 30 days in a month? What is that, Tej? That's like $3,000.
Yeah.
What do you make right now currently?
Probably like, I don't know, 15, 16 an hour.
Okay, but what's your take at the end of the month normally?
15 an hour is 30,000 a year. Divided by 12 is how much month. So that's 2,000, a little over 2,000
a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So you'd be making 3,000 a month if you got $100 a day just doing affiliate marketing, which is very easy to do. It's not complicated. I make about $125 a day doing it, and literally I just wake up, update a few things on my phone, and then the rest of the day it just makes money for me.
TJ, you need to talk to Dan about it.
Yeah.
And Dan, you only charge him 10%, right?
No, man. If TJ really wants to make TJ, if you really want to make a life decision, dude, I'll help you do it for free. It's not charging you nothing, my guy.
Right.
We can talk. It's easy.
And you two would live kind of close to each other, right?
You can actually.
It's a log.
Kind of, but not really.
TJ, do you have a PC, laptop?
I'm on it right now.
Okay.
That's a Mac book.
If you brought me that laptop and you gave me 1 day of your time, I would get you all set up on that laptop so that when you leave, you only have to do a couple things on your laptop in the morning, and then the rest of the day, all you have to do is mess with your phone every once in a while to check on your commissions. That's it. Right?
PJ, I would be beat feeding, I don't care how far it is, over to Dan's house.
Yeah.
About 3 hours. It's about 3 hours from this place.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm off on Saturday. Maybe I wake up early in the morning, drive down, and fucking spend the day and just kind of hang out, and then help
Hey,
me with my shit.
TJ, if you drive down, you'll be in Key West.
Yeah.
Or drive over.
No, drive up.
Drive up.
For fuck's sake, TJ, you're gonna go the wrong direction.
The fact is, TJ, you'll never be famous like Justin with his gaming. You just won't be Justin famous.
Well, but you know, if Justin didn't have a mentor that he has, he wouldn't be where he is.
I'll
today.
fucking shut this live stream.
He owes
down.
his entire YouTube channel to Matt.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Because if you ask Matt made him.
Matt, I know. We talked about it the other day on his birthday. We had a big.
He got the Matt bump, so you know that's
what it was, man. It was a savage.
All
Matt
that
bump.
did was give me an itch.
Yeah. Matt was like, come over here, Justin. See this big line? Snort this with this straw. Congratulations, you just got the Matt bump.
Is that the way it worked, Justin?
I have no idea.
Yeah, at that point, all these neurons in his brain just started firing. He had all these ideas and all this magic just started taking place. It was Matt's charisma, man. He gave you some of his mojo on the counter.
Good for you, Justin, for picking up the ball and running with
it.
So, Joe, what do you print on that thing these days? When you first got that thing, you printed everything like mad. What do you
Everybody does that with a 3D printer.
You know, the latest thing I printed was this little thingamajig.
A lot of people do that, though. They'll get a printer, they'll print the fuck out of it.
You can take it apart, put it through this way.
Mike from Night Train's doing a lot of 3D printing. He's printing like a bunch of like cartoon characters. And
yeah, but Mike's doing it for business.
Go the other way.
Mike did it as an online store that he set up, though.
Yeah, plus he does the what is it, the flea market as well.
Yeah, and the 3D picture stuff. He's doing all the 3D signs and 3D pictures. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, the other day I bought that Echo Show. And I found a stand on there, and instead of buying a stand, I printed it.
I mean, if you're going to
stand on Thingiverse.
If you're going to spend the money Mike did on printers, bro, you better enjoy it as a hobby if you're going to spend that kind of money. Because them fucking bamboos were not cheap, along with the adapters for the top.
Actually, Joe, that's a question I haven't asked. How do you keep your filament dry?
Well, all I do is keep it. I keep my humidity down inside.
Heated.
I just keep silica gel in it in the box on the shelf, and it works.
Okay.
Johnny
Mike
puts it in a Ziploc with a silica gel in it.
My 3D printer is doing quite well. It's costing me absolutely jack shit because he's just collecting dust.
And go, Dan.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say Mike's doesn't have time to sit and crap out the filament from sitting around. His stuff gets used so fast, bro. It doesn't have a chance to dry out in any kind of format. He's buying filament constantly, man.
Yeah.
Which because his 3D printers are running like 24 hours a day constantly.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's the filament you want it to dry out, or you don't want it to get moist.
Exactly.
Right.
You want it to stay dry. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said
Shut up,
backwards.
TJ.
Said that backwards. My apologies.
Moist. And there he goes. That's all it took.
It's so easy to break TJ. It really is. Look, TJ, penis. See?
And then he goes quiet, which is.
Hey, who's that? Who's that kid they keep bringing to Disney that's always touching the Disney characters? Oh, Thomas. Oh, Thomas. You're so... I'm gonna bring TJ and let TJ do that to the Disney characters. You know what I'm talking about, Justin? Like, hands off, TJ. Don't touch him, TJ.
I know one thing I might with 3D
And
print.
what's really bad is when he starts grabbing his chest.
I know. So his heart starts complaining.
Yep.
I'm 40.
TJ, you've set my birds off.
This is the miniature inhales that get you. What's the matter with him? Ain't got no gas.
Can you guys hear my birds going with him?
No.
Yeah,
No,
Rio
your
and,
microphone's muting it, David.
yeah, Rio and Bluey are really laughing with him.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
David's birds are laughing along with you, TJ. It must be walk the walk, the bird talk, you know?
That's funny.
I know one thing I would probably end up 3D printing because it was something I did when I was a kid. I used to put ship models together. So 3D printing ships would be kind of cool.
Yeah, you get all that sort of stuff online.
Yeah, I know. I saw. I was looking around.
Yeah, you can actually print the model itself and put it together.
There, Rod, if you want, I'll sell you all my old Lionel, my expensive Lionel train stuff for $400 if you want a project to have some fun with. He said, Well, you don't want a new hobby? Trains are fun.
Well, guys, that's me out. TJ,
Yeah, I'm heading out too, man.
catch you all later, TJ.
All
Booga
right,
booga
David.
booga. Yeah.
Dan.
Don't forget to booga booga booga.
Hey, TJ, testosterone booster. Get yourself some, buddy.
All right.
Your
Cool.
woman won't know what to do, bro. Your penis will be chasing her around the house. You need to be attached to it. I can't stop.
I think TJ better buy a defibrillator and stick it in his house. They may need it to be back.
That's funny. That's
All right, boys. Toodles.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think you'd be happy with it, Ron. The M5.
Yeah, I keep thinking about it. The other part of it is I asked my daughter, she's like, yeah, I'd take some of the stuff that I do in Blender. And that's why I asked you about the Blender, because my daughter uses Blender. So
Yeah, it would work.
she wants to go into computer gaming. She's got the artistic side. She's got the writing skills, a little bit of the development skills. She's still trying to figure out which path is probably her primary path out of all of that. But
Negative.
yeah, she can build things in Blender pretty good. So
Hey, quit snorting pepper, man.
what I'd like to find
that
out.
was white pepper. That was white pepper you was snorting.
I know.
So can you edit those prints in that slicer, Joe? Or do you use that? Do you use that CAD program?
I got to go to Tinkercad if I'm going to edit something.
Got it.
And then you got one thing I don't know how to do is if you try to put something in Tinkercad and it's over 25 megabytes, it won't take it. So I don't know how to size it down. You know,
Sure.
I've tried, but I've tried making it smaller and saving it, but then you save it as an MF file. Then you got to take the MF file and make it an STL file, and it still don't matter. So I don't know enough about that, you know?
Yeah, there's some parts from my Nazgul that I'd like to take those and modify them a little.
Yeah, you should be able to. If you got if you can make an STL file or scan it in.
Yeah, the
like an
STL exists. It's on Thingiverse.
Yeah, well, if you have it, you can move it over there and just do what you want to it. You probably do better on Blender. I think you could do more.
Probably. Could probably get my daughter to do it since she knows Blender.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me find it.
Hi, Tim.
Ah, dee, 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 dee. Is it this one? Yeah, actually this one. Yeah, let me share. So one of the things I don't like on my Nazgul is this thing right here. This is where the XT60 connector is. It leans backwards. And I really want to take this piece and straighten it up. So I want a piece just like this, but I want to change that part of the picture and the file. I wish they'd let me rotate this file. Oh no, this is the one that's got the. Yeah, I suppose I could stick 2 antennas in there. I really need a singular hole in the middle so I can do a regular DJI antenna, which is rather interesting. He's got this thing for the DJI antenna. I don't know. I guess I'd have to look at the model and see what this thing looks like. But anyways, there's a few of them out there that are like this for the Nazguls that I don't want the power plug leaning backwards. I actually want the power plug straight up and down. It's one of the more annoying things on that drone.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be able to straighten it.
The other annoying thing is it comes with SMA connectors for the antennas, and those fucking things suck balls. Bad. So I need a singular hole so I can run the antenna through like every other DJI and get rid of the freaking SMAs.
Yeah, I made this little thingamajig. My daughter sent it to me. She wanted me to make her one. And it's pretty cool. It actually, when you look at the green one kind of looks like a Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that on Facebook one day. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool.
That's got to be fun to change colors.
Yeah, what I did is I made the inside red, outside green, so I could put them together. And I did.
Oh, got it.
I did like 6 of them at a time. So when Christmas comes, I got a bunch of kids in the family. I'm gonna give them a little Christmas tree for Christmas that they can play with.
Mm-hmm. No, that's probably the other thing. You can make some interesting little knick-knack gifts for people.
And I made my little red, white, and blue one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
But my daughter taught me something I didn't know. Like I said, you can take it and drop it through the top, and it'll drop through. And she said, you can go the other way too. I said, what do you mean? They push it. I pushed it through like that, and you just grab it, and it'll come through that way too. And I didn't know that. I couldn't get it to go through.
Interesting.
What you do is when you make one, you get it to right here, and you grab the 2 things, and you just keep working it, until you get it to where it's smooth. Because you got to wear it down a little bit to get it to fit right. But once you get it to fit right, that sucker will drop. Actually, if I leave it go, it'll drop through.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I'll sit here like this, watching television, playing with it.
Yeah.
And it makes like a sound, like a rubbing sound, kind of satisfying.
Wonder if I could steal this guy's print. Well, I could take it because it's on Thingiverse, but
you could use it.
I'll show you the gist of
Where'd Paul go?
Ready to go catch another ship.
I just now noticed that. I was like, where'd Paul go?
Paul was making food for the dog.
No, probably.
Yeah, this guy's got it for walks now, but I bet the DJI antenna would fit in that thing. And if not, I could probably make the tube a little bigger to make it fit or smaller. But you can see here where that stupid power connector is pointed to the rear, and I actually want it pointed straight up and down because it's fucking hard to bend the battery connector to hit that damn thing. So I actually want to change it. And I also want something pretty much like this. Yeah, I should look at this. I should look at the print on this one. This one may be pretty close to what I need. Minus that change for the power connector. I really want this antenna thing so I can replace the antenna on that damn drone. I have such
All right,
a
guys, I'm
hard
gonna jump off.
time with
I'll see
the
y'all in the morning.
03. He printed some. Oh, this is the original Nazgul. It's still the same ass end. He printed the side plates. So that's the gist of what I want to do, Joe. Take that print and figure out how to move that damn socket. But there's more to it than just that because both of them only have half the socket because this little piece from iFlight. So you kind of need to design that in and the bolt hole. You kind of need the whole ass end as TPU, basically. So far, I haven't seen one designed that way. Hey, how did this guy do? Designed it for the SMAs. You really don't want SMA connectors. It sucks. Actually, I can show you the problem, Joe. There's a picture here that shows the problem to a T. Look at this battery. Look at this battery connector. And look how bent it is to get there. So it kind of forces you to push the battery to the back of the drone so you can't keep it more centered. So I actually want to move that socket up.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Would be the gist. I'm surprised nobody's designed one. They're all kind of like that. And I don't know. That guy says it's for DJI, but yet he did the SMA connectors. It's like for a normal DJI antenna, it's a singular antenna. So I don't know why the guy did two. Probably because he's using two left-handed, but he used the SMAs to go with it, which sucks. SMAs suck. They utterly suck. I'm with Maddie. They utterly suck.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this to y'all because I gotta run somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off too.
Yeah, because Paul's probably in another room cooking.
Could be.
But I gotta run somewhere.
Have fun.
See y'all in a little bit.
See you all tomorrow. Laters. Bye.
Hey, everybody, we'll see all of you again tomorrow. Sorry I was